What up, everybody? It's your boy Andrew coming back at you with another episode of the Jaguar podcast. In today's episode, I'm going to be doing a game recap of the Week 9 matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Buffalo Bills. So let's get into it. The Jags squeak away with a win against Buffalo 9-6. This was a crazy game. I never thought in a million years the Jags were going to beat the Bills. I thought this was going to be a blowout. I said that in my game preview. I didn't end up streaming this game. I was actually in a Buffalo Bills bar, surprisingly, kind of in the belly of the beast, essentially, in this restaurant called Jimmy's Tavern, and with some friends that actually are Buffalo Bills fans. So my wife and I were the only Jaguars fans there, and we pulled off a win, upsetting the Bills. It was pretty funny, and it was funny to watch. Unlikely to happen. I didn't think it was going to happen, but it was an experience, to say the least. This was a sloppy game. I think the Jaguars could have been a little bit tighter, with their defense. The coverage wasn't as good over the middle. They gave up a lot of pass plays over the middle. And then, Rudy Ford, he ends up redeeming himself. He gets that interception. Josh Allen played his ass off in this game. Had, I think it was 2 sacks, and then an interception. DeJuan Smoot, too, as well, playing his ass off, doing a great job. So that was awesome to see. I think Taven Bryan, oh my Lord, I think he had a sack in this game as well. But it was a crazy game. It got off to an interesting start. The Jags, I think in their first possession, they drive down the field, and Buffalo holds them to a field goal. Matthew Wright hits his first field goal on U.S. soil. I believe it was a 39-yarder. Then the Bills get the ball. They march down the field. They can't convert on 3rd and goal. So Tyler Bass comes out and hits a field goal, ties it up 3-3. The Jags try to do something again offensively, and I believe Trevor Lawrence ends up getting sacked. Walker Little was a little suspect in this game. He was our rookie left tackle who was starting in place of Cam Robinson, who was out with a back injury. So he actually ended up getting pushed into Trevor Lawrence. I believe that was in the second half. And Lawrence would go out with an ankle injury. And then C.J. Beathard would come in and back him up. Had some pretty crazy plays. Had a crazy throw to Dan Arnold. I don't know how Dan Arnold caught that pass, but he managed to keep his feet in. And the Jags would eventually would hit another field goal. I believe that was in the. Might have been in the third quarter. Matthew Wright hit a 55-yarder. But then later on in the third quarter, would miss 3 in a row, 3 field goals. I think it was within 40 yards, each of which were called back by penalty flags. So it's so Jaguars. I mean, that was such a Jaguars thing to happen. Missed 3 field goals in a row. So Matthew Wright's got to clean that up. I mean, he's got to hit those field goals, especially when they're within 30 to 40 yards. You got to hit those. I mean, that's just inexcusable. Carlos Hyde, our running back, had a fumble as well, like inside the 20. That was really bad. So the Jags just weren't good with the turnovers and the missed field goals. Even though Matthew Wright just hit his longest field goal, I believe, of his career. It was a 55-yarder, like I said. But the Jags defensively were able to hold Buffalo. And I believe it was the final drive. I think the Jags, there was a turnover there. I believe it was Josh Allen fumbled, and we recovered. But we end up punting the ball away late in the fourth quarter. I think there was less than a minute and a half left, less than a minute left. And so we punt, we run a couple plays, we punt, and then the clock eventually runs out, and the Jags sneak away with a win, 9-6. So, I'm excited about this win. I mean, I think there were a lot of positives. The defense obviously played with more heart. more aggression. We ran a lot of blitz packages there. Kudos to Joe Cullen. Some of the coverages were bad. I mean, Tyson Campbell getting worked, as a rookie slot corner. He's got to tighten up his play. He's got to play a lot better. The Jags got to get better with the penalties. It's just inexcusable. It's just Urban Meyer has got to tighten that up. He's got to get the team on the same page. Walker Little, he's just got to get more reps. I think he played okay. It could have been a lot worse. I was a little scared about that ankle injury with Trevor Lawrence, but he would come back in. I don't know. I guess they gave him the needle or something, but Trevor didn't have any turnovers. A couple throws looked like they possibly could have been picked off in this game, but he managed not to give the ball up. So the Jags squeak away with the win. I'm happy. What do you guys think? Do you guys think this is kind of a fluke thing? How do you feel about it? Let me know in the comments. Leave me a comment on the YouTube video or podcast episode. Subscribe to the channel as always, guys. Stay safe, stay sane, stay healthy. Go Jags, and I'll see you next time.